In early 1942, Anne Frank was your average teenager. She lived with her family in Amsterdam in the Netherlands and loved reading and writing. When she was 13, she started keeping a diary, which she named Kitty.
Dear Kitty, I hope I will be able to confide everything to you, as I have never been able to confide in anyone, and I hope you'll be a great source of comfort and support.
Little did she know that her diary would one day become one of the most famous books in the world. You see, Anne was growing up in a world that was at war for the second time. She and her family had fled from Germany to the Netherlands to escape this man, Adolf Hitler, and his political party known as the Nazis. Hitler was obsessed with the idea of a pure German race, which he called Aryan, and he wanted that race to control all of Europe. The Nazis started persecuting people who they didn't think were worthy members of society, mostly Jewish people, like Anne and her family. The Nazis discriminated against Jews and took away their rights. Eventually, they went one step further and planned to wipe out Europe's Jewish population. So they started arresting them and sending them to thousands of specially built prisons called concentration camps. Millions of Jewish people were deliberately killed or died from terrible living conditions, and these events are now known as the Holocaust. The Frank family thought they'd be safe in the Netherlands, but in 1940 the country was invaded by the Nazis. And in 1942, Anne's older sister Margot was ordered to go to work in a camp. So the Franks went into hiding in a secret apartment behind her dad Otto's business. They were joined by a Jewish man and another Jewish family, and they were helped by Otto's loyal friends. Anne continued to write in her diary as she lived a strange new life.
It's as if the whole world has suddenly turned upside down. But as you can see, Kitty, I'm still alive, and that's the main thing.
The place they lived in was small and cramped, and they could never go outside. Everyone had to stay completely silent during the day so that people on the other side of the walls wouldn't hear them and report them to the Nazis.
The world's been turned upside down. The most decent people are being sent to concentration camps, prisons and lonely cells, while the lowest of the low rule over the young and old, rich and poor.
Sadly, on the 4th of August 1944, the thing the Franks feared most happened. The Nazis discovered the secret apartment and sent everyone there to a concentration camp. Anne, her mother and her sister all died in this concentration camp called Bergen-Belsen before it was liberated by British troops in 1945 when the war ended. The only one to survive the concentration camps was Otto, Anne's dad. In 1947, he decided to publish Anne's diary so her story and her memory could live on. Since then, 30 million copies have been sold, and it's been translated into 70 different languages. It's read by kids and adults all around the world. The secret apartment is now a museum that stands as a reminder of Anne, her family, and the millions of other Jewish people who died during one of the worst events in human history.